Hello all, DrunkenGamer here, and it's back to Quest for Rail. This is episode 4, and I have been busy. As you saw in the previous video, I was starting to prep shit, actually plan ahead and all that kind of thing. So when I do this, you will see there is a wall. I've started production. I started building the walls to the brewery. I've also mapped out some areas over here for farms. These will be farms eventually. I got rid of the rubber trees. I've got as much rubber as I need from them, so there's no point keeping them up. They were just being a nuisance. But in here, I've been a bit busy in here as well. So everything. So the walls, edged stone and edged glass. These dirt blocks mark out the what are going to be the production rooms in the brewery. Here's my refining room, where here, over in the desert, if you remember, I barely do, but there was a puddle of oil. Now I got out there with a pump and I drained it. I got it over here to turn it into oil, into fuel, so that I can use that for power supply. But the first thing I want to do is in here, and this is the power plant. And what I've got to do today is get the power plant up and running. So the first thing I need to do is I've got my copper cable. That's good. Solar panels. I've got 4 of these. Here is solar panel number 5, because I wanted to show you how that was done. And like so. And these will connect to the bat box, which I'm going to put in here, because the solar panels are going to have to go on the outside of the building because they need direct line of sight, and eventually there is going to be a roof up there. So if I put them in here, they'll do me no good. But first we'll make another solar panel. So as you saw, I had it laid out right, and like so, the generator and the 2 electric circuits. Okay, they're the wrong way around then. Turn that generator into a solar panel. Now it only outputs 1 EU of power, as opposed to the 10 that the generator can output, but the generator's output comes at a cost of far too much coal. I wiped out almost my entire coal supply grinding down those ores that I had last time. Now because I've got 5 of them, I'm getting half the power supply of a standard generator. So we'll set the array down here. Put it down like that, and what I need to do is dig into the basement, because we don't want this, don't want cables running everywhere. Oh god, the oil pipe's in the way. Right, I'll get in that from the other side. Ah, I didn't leave myself a way out. I'll have to put that back in a second. So what I can do is 5th one there, right, copper cable. Connect them 5 up. Connect that up like that. And then the bat box I didn't pick up. Okay, so that needs to go in there. Like that. Little bit of a solar panel farm. The next thing I need is just a couple of bits of stone as well. Well, the first thing I need to do is pick up that bat box, and I'm gonna store it in this corner. Then down into the basement again. This time from this side. And if we run the power cable like so, like so. That would have been clever. Would have been clever of me to knock out a hole where that thing was. So I'll just do it like so. Then if we run the power up here, in the dirt back. And then that goes into the bottom of there. And hopefully, yep, we're now gaining power. Because the bat box handles most of the buffer. Most of the times that I'm using these things, it'll be the bat box that's powering them. So the bat box now has its power input. What we need to do is create a power output from it. Oh, shit. Well, I wasn't planning on that. That was a major fuck up. That was an infinite loop. I didn't want to do that. Oh, bollocks. Right, have I got the materials for another bat box? Oh, what an idiot. Red energy batteries, tin casings, insulated tin cable, right, and redstone. So I need 3 of them. Oh god, these are expensive. Right. Right, so tin. Right, I might go away. I'll just go to see how much tin I've got. Why is this so laggy today? Iron casings. No. Right, I'm going to need a new forge hammer. I'm going to need new tin plates, tin cable, insulated tin cable. Right, I'm going to need at least 2 more of them. Yeah, I need 1 for the bat box and 1 for each of the batteries. So I need at least 3 of them added to the 1 that I've already got. So that's that. Tin. Have I got any smelted tin? Iron, lead. No, I'm going to have to smelt some tin. Right, I'm going to go away, make most of the equipment, and then I'll come back. I'll cut back to this once it's done. Okay, so I've got a new bat box. Let's try and do this without blowing the fucker up this time. It's raining out there. Let's armour up in case anything comes and bothers us. Does mean we won't be able to test our bloody solar panels because they won't be able to see the sun. Great. Right, so let's try this different way. Where does it come in? What we're going to do is we'll put the battery box above where the cable's input is. Right, so put that there. Maybe some of you will come back down again, but that's unlikely. And then we will box it in with stone insulators to make sure that there's no way we can connect to it. So like so. And then when the power comes back into the basement, because I want it all running through there, and come that box there, its output there. It's gained a little bit of power. And then the power can come back down there. And I'll find some way to make that look pretty later. So for now, that's my industrialcraft power. Just tidy this up a bit. Trying to at least pretend I'm keeping this tidy. So there, a little solar array that once the sun comes out will power the BuildCraft, will power the industrialcraft bat box, and from there that can power all the machinery. Now, the other type of power I need is BuildCraft. I need BuildCraft energy. And for now, for that, I've got the Stirling engine, because before I can make a combustion engine, I need to do some refining of petrol. We need to refine the oil into fuel so that I can build a new generator down here. So I need to run the cables for that. Wooden kinesis pipe. No, redstone engine, that's what we want. We want Stirling engine. So he's going to have to use some of my remaining coal. It needs a redstone signal. Let's put it down there. In fact, I might even... Without punching holes in the bloody wall. Because I might leave this here permanently as a backup BuildCraft generator thingy. Have I got any levers? No, but I do in the house. I'll put the lever back there eventually. Right. So that's got his power down there, but what we need to do first is build our refinery. So I've been and pre-built all of these bits, and that's what we need to do. Just go out to the crafting table. What was it? It was that, and that. and that gets us a refinery. This simple bit of kit turns oil into fuel, and I'm going to stick it right here between the two tanks. And once again, I've forgotten to punch the hole in the floor because it needs power. It also needs a way to get it in there. No, I didn't. I'm not for planning ahead. I'm not doing too well. Right. Anyway, get down the hole. There we go. So we need power. It's going to become a jumble of wires under here, but it all makes sense in the end. So that's that. Just give it a piece of coal to see. So it is generating power, and the refinery is doing nothing because obviously it's got no fuel yet, because we need to give it some wooden pipes. Right. So that's good, that's running. That's a bit more noticeable. So that's our inflowing power for industrial craft. Right, give me a second while I go back inside the house and find the pipes that I set aside for this. Okay, so I've gone and got my wooden extraction pipes. I need to build, so it needs to connect there. No, all the way around. I didn't pick up my wrench. 1 second. Okay, so after a bit of jiggery-pokery, I've got the pipes connected the right way round. Now I just need redstone engines to power them. And one little lever. Here. There we go, the refinery is filling up with oil. If we go turn on the power plant, nothing happens. Why does nothing happen? Oh yeah. Power. To generate power it needs coal. This is, like I said, this is temporary backup power, backup coal generator. Once we have enough fuel refined from this oil, I will be replacing that the real combustion engine as a permanent source of power. But ooh, see, it's starting, it's trying. Is that it? Do we have fuel? We have fuel! Why is my main tank not showing it? That needs to be a decent amount before it actually shows in this tank, because this tank's huge. This tank's from open blocks, and I made these ones, one because they look pretty, and two because I had leftover obsidian from the previous world. I saved just enough obsidian to make myself a portal to the nether, and that's it. So that's the start of a permanent fuel solution. It's not very efficient at the minute. But once I can get that fuel going into a combustion engine, then that should... It's an endless cycle, really. I need the fuel to fuel a combustion engine to generate the fuel. But I need to start somewhere. This thing couldn't be slowing it down, could it? No. I was thinking that it might be... that doesn't need to be it. It can just be a torch. It's highly unlikely that I'm ever not going to want to be pumping the oil. Because once I run out of this tank, I'm going to have to get more oil from somewhere else. And that, planned ahead, the inlet pipe is still there, running into the basement. You saw it before. It's running under here. Right. But this is all power. This is not getting us any closer to the ultimate goal, which is the short mead. Well, the first ultimate goal. But these, you'll be glad to see. There is a sturdy casing, there is some tin, and that's a macerator. That I'll get set up in a second. First things first. You and your iron. 1, 2. Why do you not work? That is the pattern for a squeezer. Oop, glass. Where's my glass? Picking glass, edge glass. Did I not put the glass in here? Oh, bugger. Okay, let me go find some glass and sleep it into day. Okay, so I've picked up the 2 bits of glass I need, and sturdy casing and tin again, and there we have it. Finally, squeezer. Now this is our first step back along the line of mead, because we need to do the squeezer. So we'll set in BuildCraft and forestry things down this wall. Okay, so you're there. One of these days. Let's just spike you off a power from here. So the squeezer now has power, which means that we can give the squeezer some seeds and it will turn them into seed oil eventually. Come on, you can do it faster than that. It's not creating an awfully great deal, and it's not doing it overly fast, but it certainly should be making seed oil. Ooh, I think I see a little sliver. But that's it. Our squeezer is up to something. I will feed it as many seeds as I can. I know that the normal grass seeds are not the most efficient. I should probably look into growing some trees and doing forestry, but for that I need bees. So it's kind of a catch-22. So I need to use the low grade seed oil to make the apiaries so that I can start harvesting bees and trees and get to the trees with nuts so I can squeeze the nuts. But as that is our first solid step along the line of towards short meat, I think I'm going to call the video there. It's probably about 20 odd, probably gone over what I intended. So until next time, still wearing my gold diamond armor. See ya.